What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing my Game Week 3 predictions. Obviously if you've watched the last video, the Game Week 2 review came out very late because for some reason I had a lot of issues processing the video. But we're back. So I'm also watching the Norwich Millwall match right now. Oh my god, Norwich have just scored. Josh Sargent, oh it's the yank for fuck's sake. But yeah, fuck you Millwall, you're losing again. I mean, Norwich had no shot. I'm getting really off topic. Let's just get into the prediction. So the first game, the early kickoff on Saturday, Tottenham against Wolves. Tottenham got very lucky last week to get a point at Chelsea. However, at home, the last home game against Southampton, they were all over them, got a 4-1 win. I did predict 4-0 that day, and I'm going to predict 4-0 for them. Again, a very strong squad, I think. Hopefully Kane will score some goals because he's an FPL team. But yeah, they didn't look great against Chelsea. They looked very good against Southampton. Wolves don't look great, so I'm going to go with a Tottenham win, 4-0. Next game, Palace against Villa. Now, Palace got a point at Anfield last week. Villa beat Everton. However, with Palace being home, I'm going to go with a 2-1 Palace win. Villa just don't look great at the back at all. Diego Carlos has got a big injury. Palace going forward, I think, do have a decent amount of quality. Obviously, Ibarra is such a good player. I saw that last week. Although I do hope Villa win because fuck you, Palace. Everton Forest. Now, although Forest got a dub last week, they did not look good at all. And I think it's going to be a very boring game. I'm going 0-0. I think, yeah, it will just be a bore fest. Luckily, it's not live, so I'll have to torture myself by watching it. I'll watch my match the day after. It'll be the last game. It'll be approximately 2 minutes long. It will be a nothing game, to be honest. I don't think either side has a lot of quality going forward. Well, to be fair, Forest do, and they are signing Gibbs White of Wolves as well. But they just didn't look good against West Ham. I don't think they'll look too much better. Fulham, Brentford, two teams I really fucking hate. I'm hoping both teams lose, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 Fulham win. I would probably prefer them to win just because I've got Mitrovic in my FPL team and they have started worse out of the two, so it'd be the most balanced. But a draw actually would be the same, I guess. A draw wouldn't be too bad. But I do hope Mitrovic scores a couple goals because he let me down last week, man. But yeah, only for my FPL. Obviously, I don't like the guy. He's a prick. Fucking Fulham Donny. If QPR weren't playing tomorrow as well, I'd probably have just gone towards Fulham just to see what was going on, see if anyone was getting into any fights or anything. But we're playing at the same time, and I've got to prioritise my own team. So yeah, Brentford did look really good against United, but it was United, and I think they make any team look great against them. So you can't really read too much into that. Fulham against Wolves didn't look great, to be honest, but they did look very good against Liverpool, and they're back home now. Brentford against Leicester weren't great for the majority of the match. They did get a point in that game though, and they did end the second half very strong, which is why they managed to get a point. But I just don't see it happening again. I do think Fulham will take the dub. Leicester, Southampton. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Leicester win. Obviously, they're still, at this point anyway, kept hold of Maddison. Tielemans is still there, Fofana's still there. I think overall they do have more quality than Southampton. Southampton did come back from a 2-goal deficit last week though to draw with Leeds. And Leicester lost to Arsenal. I think that was expected. But I think at home, Leicester can't afford to throw away another game like this. So I think they will get the dub. And the last Saturday Night Football, Bournemouth against Arsenal. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Arsenal win. I think it'll actually be a lot closer than a lot of people think, because I think Bournemouth at home especially will actually be quite good. They did obviously beat Villa on the opening day. Got hammered last week by Man City, but that was to be expected. Bournemouth actually have a really hard start to the season, so that's kind of peak on them. But I think at this stage they will get beaten, but they won't look as out of place as they did at the Etihad last week. But I do think Arsenal just have a lot of quality about them. I really do like this team. They play very good attacking football. Gabriel Jesus looks so good, man. He's been wasted at City all these years. You know, he literally looks like the second coming of Pele. Obviously, it's very early to be saying that, but he looked really good against both Palace and Leicester. Martinelli scored in both games as well. I think Saka's probably had a bit of the slowest start of the three, but yeah, I think he'll probably score in this game. Going on to Sunday, Leeds against Chelsea. I'm going to go with a 2-0 Chelsea win. They looked fantastic against Tottenham last week, but were robbed. But yeah, fuck you as well, Chelsea. That's what you deserve. Although Leeds do currently have the top scorer in the division, I just don't think he'll score. Chelsea look really good at the back. I mean, they did concede 2 against Tottenham. Both goals should have realistically been disallowed. But yeah, I don't think Leeds will score in this one. I just hope Havertz don't score, because fuck him. Fuck you, Paramir. But yeah, hopefully Leeds do win. Hopefully Leeds do win, but I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. West Ham, Brighton. Now, West Ham got robbed last week. Well, I don't say robbed. They were very unlucky last week against Forest. Brighton were very unlucky against Newcastle as well. Both sides should have won last week. Brighton just still look really good, man. They look really organised. I think it'll be a good game. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I think West Ham are still trying to find their feet going forward a little bit. I don't know if they might start Skamaka this game. He's obviously been benched the first 2. Antonio hasn't really done much. With Brighton, they just look really well gelled, man. They keep they keep the ball well. They play well. Like they're high pressing. They do create really good opportunities. It's just about taking them. The other Sunday game, Newcastle against Manchester City. I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw here. I just have a feeling, man. Newcastle at home are really, really good. They showed that in the first game against Forest, where they had 10 shots on target. Really, really dumb. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, man. Although obviously Man City are Man City and they are very good, I don't know, man. I feel like they won't win. I feel like Haaland might not start this game, and if he doesn't, then well, I do feel like Newcastle have a better chance of winning. Even if he does start, I think it will still be a close game. Maybe City will edge it 2-1, but I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw. Yeah, I'm hoping for a De Bruyne rocket again from an FPL team, but who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Obviously, I could look like a real idiot and it could be 5-0 to City, which I think is what most people will say. But I do think Newcastle are really underrated still. And yeah, they'll be able to get a result here. And the final game of the game week, Manchester United against Liverpool, Monday Night Football. I'm going to go with a 4-0 Liverpool win. Manchester United look horrible. They look so poor. Yeah, I think United, I don't think they would have had enough time to fix the issues from last week against Brentford. And I just think, Liverpool obviously a much stronger side. Hopefully Diaz scores a hat-trick, because again, he's in my FPL team. But United just look like, if United go 1-0 down, I think the game's done, because they don't look like they have the mentality to come back from it. And it's really weird, because a couple of years ago under Ole, they were the comeback kings. They used to go 1-0 down and win the match. And now it's like they go 1-0 down, they start crying. It's like QPR from last season, man. We like in March, we went 1-0 up quite a few times and just kept fucking throwing it away.
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Although Liverpool have already dropped points twice this season, I feel like the mentality in that group of players is a lot stronger, where they're going to be like, yeah, you know what, we need to fight for this. We're going to fight for this. We're going to get a result here. And the Manchester United mentality is the complete opposite. Oh no, let's just not get battered today. But I think if United are to get anything from this, even if that something is not getting battered, De Gea will have to drastically improve his performance, man, because he was terrible. I think in this game, Martinez actually might not be a terrible shout to start, because Liverpool's front three isn't exactly big. And obviously the tall one in Núñez isn't going to even be playing, so maybe he will start again. United have actually been in talks with Casemiro as well, which I think is a really weird signing, because he is definitely a good player and he will obviously sort out that issue in the short term. But he is 30, 31 or something now. They're paying 60 more for him. They're going to pay him 300k a week probably to drop from Real Madrid Champions League winners to a team in the Europa League. It's a bit of a weird one. I feel like it's a bit counterproductive to what Ten Hag is trying to do, unless they're like, okay, we'll get him for now, and then in 2 years we'll go find it. But still, it's just a bit of a weird signing in my opinion. I feel like it's a bit rushed. I feel like they're going to go for a few more players like that, where they're more established, and it's just going to be a vicious cycle of them keep failing, like they have in the last few years. But yeah, that's my Game Week 3 predictions. Leave yours in the comments. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll see you again soon.